Hello everyone and welcome to another video. In this video we're going to discuss about how to close a program. So we're going to have two ways of closing a program. Obviously when you go into a website and you're into something, you have to close the program by a button. But one of the things is sometimes sites don't allow you to the opportunity. If you click the X, you close out of the site at up the top. So for example, if I was going to close out of this, it would let me close out of it. It would ask me if I want to save stuff. So we're going to do the same thing. So what we're going to do here is click on source. I'm going to create a new package. I'm going to call this CloseProgram because that's what it is. Remember, when you're creating your class, don't use a reserved word such as loop or checkbox or something like that. If you're going to call it checkbox, maybe my checkbox or something checkbox, but don't call it exactly checkbox. So I'm going to do new program, new class. I'm just going to call it main and hit finish. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I am going to import. So let's see, at this point we've already did the alert boxes. So we need the confirm box, which I don't have in my library. So let me grab it 1 second. Alright, I'm back. I needed the confirm box. So most of you, if you've taken my CIT 130 class, the morning class or the day class, whatever, I provided the confirm box via GitHub. So make sure that you have that in your source code because we're going to need that when creating this. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to grab some stuff from there. Well, actually I can't grab much. Let me grab a different one here. I'm going to grab some stuff that I could use. See, like I said, I like to now I have to type all this stuff out. So I'm going to grab all this information here. I'm going to copy it. Alright, and I'm going to paste it up here. One of the other different things that we're going to do here is we're going to use the alert box. So consider, you know how like I've talked before about, you have your own libraries. Well, this would be an example of your own API. So we're going to do import. I'm going to call it alert box, because that's the name of the package right here. I'm going to do dot confirm box. Actually, yeah, there you go. Let me make sure that's right. Alert boxes. All right, cool. So that is the name of the package, alert boxes, and the name of the class that we're using is called ConfirmBox. So that would be how you call another Java class that you created in an existing program. So if I right click on this, right, if you highlight this by just double clicking on it, right click on it, go to open declaration, it's going to open up our confirm class box. So that's what we want to use. We want to use this class to do something that we're doing over here. Alright, so first thing that we're going to do is hit space here, give us some room. We're going to do extends application. And one thing is, if I type too quick, don't worry about it. Just, you could pause this video and catch up. So we're going to do our public void start stage, primary stage, stuff that we need. Awesome. And we're going to put our launch args here. Whoops. Perfect. Rid of that. Alright. Now, I'm going to declare some guys here. We're going to need a stage window. We're going to need a button. Alright. Hit return, give us some space. Now we're down to the start. We're going to have window equals primary stage. Close. Then we're going to set a title. Set title. I'm going to call this closing programs program. Okay. We are going to do alright, so this is what we're going to do a little bit different of. So I'll add this part last. I'm going to do button equals new button, and then I'm going to do close program. Excuse me. There we go. And then let's see here. We have a couple new things. Let's add set on action here. Not going to add it yet. Wait till last minute here, and then we're going to do set on close here, which we'll wait because we'll have a lot of problems there. So what I'm going to do is, we've already did this stack pane stuff, so I'm just going to grab this from another thing that we've already did to save us time. Remember I taught you in class, just save time on these things right here. So this is something that we've already accomplished. We have the stack pane layout, get children, add button. That's the only object that we have here. The scene, we have the scene, window scene. Okay, so all this is good. That's doing our layout. All right, so now what we're going to do is, before we program these guys here, we're going to program, so make sure that when you are programming this new void, this new method, make sure you are outside of this. So this primary stage right here, this is a whole family right here, okay? This is a family here. So you want to be in your own family, but you don't want to be out of the, think of the main extends. Think about the main is that's the father or the mother, okay? And these guys right here are the children, okay? Children 1, children 2, all right? Now, let me just put this here. Maybe this makes it easier to remember. I can't type. Child 1, we'll call this main is the parent, okay? This is child 1 right here. This is child 2. Now we need our own method. It can't live within child 2. You have to have another child. So that would be child 3. Okay, you see how I separated everything? But I kept it within the parent. Hopefully that helps out, because I've seen students struggle with that in class. Remember, in order to write methods, a method is something that is an action. It's something that has to happen, okay? But in order to do a method, you can't have a method within a method. You have to have outside. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to write this program called CloseProgram, which is a method we're going to call private void CloseProgram. Let's see here. What do we want to do here? All right, so we're going to type Boolean. We're going to describe a Boolean. We're going to say answer equals ConfirmBox dot display, because we are, oops, see how it's coming up? It's calling display, which is that class that we created. I'm going to call it, name of the title, I'll say CloseProgram. Give it a message, maybe something like, are you sure you want to exit? Something like that. Okay. All right, so now we'll put a conditional statement down here. We'll say, hey, if answer, which means if true, then we do window.close. Okay, so if it gets a true value, we close it. So now we're going to come back up here and program this part right here. So what we're going to do is we're going to take, what's the name of our stage? It's called window. We're going to do window. We're going to do dot set on close request. Okay, we're going to do E for the event handler, space, question, and then we're going to call that program called CloseProgram. All right, so see, we need to do a parentheses. I was wondering what the heck's going on. All right, so that guy right there is going to set close on request and call this guy here. So one other thing that we need to do is have an action, because when the buttons click, we need it to close it. So what we're going to do here is we're going to say button dot set on action. We're going to do E operator, and we're going to say CloseProgram. And see, I forgot my parentheses again. And hypothetically, that is it. Let's see if it works. All right, so I'm gonna click run. All right, my window's over here. All right, here we go. So we have CloseProgram. So if it works, I'm gonna click this button here. Brings everything over to my left screen. Sorry, gotta drag it over here. It says, are you sure you want to exit? So I can't click out of this. I'll hit no. Okay, then I'm gonna hit this guy and say, I'm getting out of here. And it brings up on my other screen, are you sure you want to exit, yes or no? I'm gonna hit yes, then it exits. So you provide two different ways of exiting the program. That way, the reason for that is maybe you want to save something, but you also want to let them know Maybe say that they're in a program, let's say it's a dentist's office, and they're entering information for a customer, and they accidentally, a customer comes in, they get distracted, and then they go and say, okay, I'm exiting out of here, because they forgot their train of thought. They forgot exactly what they were doing, which is normal. It happens to everybody. So what happens is they close out of the program, but it lets them know, are you sure you want to leave before you have unsaved changes or something like that? Maybe that alarms them. They're like, oh yeah, I need to save that, and they hit no. It saves them for having to redo their job again. So remember that. Thanks for listening to my video, and have a nice day.